Hey, welcome back, you guys. So I binged the whole Cassandra series from Netflix in one day. Wasn't planning on it, but it was very some series really are binge worthy, and Cassandra is that series. Okay, now it is a foreign show, German. So I'm sure Netflix has the option where you can watch it dubbed. I prefer to watch my foreign stuff subtitled. I'd rather just hear them talk in the original language, and I can read the subtitles. I don't have a problem with, you can pretty much glance down and get the bulk of the sentence and move on, right? Now, this was, like I said, after, like, you're really into episode one, then you're like, okay, episode two, three, before you know it, 5 hours has gone by. So, this family who used to live in the city, they moved to like the country part, right? I forgot what town, but the country itself is Germany, but they move into the rural part of a city, of a town. So they're starting over, and they found this house, and this house has a smart system, even though the word smart, like smartphone, smart TV, that wasn't a thing in the 70s, but by definition, that's what it is, right? And so this little robot lady, you can see her on every screen in the house. And also she walks around, not walks, but she travels around in this like, robot humanoid body, right? Where she can help with tasks and things like that. One of the things that came through my head while watching this is I would not be able to live in a house where I have absolutely no privacy, because there's a screen in every single room. You can't have a conversation with anyone without her being in it, you know. Everyone's pretty much, after a while, once they found out she was crazy, started tiptoeing around. So with this series, and you're probably wondering, how can it go between six episodes? We go back a lot. We go back a lot because we find out that Cassandra, the robot, really was a real life woman. Her husband was the scientist, and he created this idea where he can put her consciousness into this robot, because he gave her cancer because he was trying some experimental ultrasound while she was pregnant, and of course the baby died and the radiation went all over her body. That was so, like, to me, he was not sorry enough. He was not apologetic enough for me. First of all, you're already having an affair. Your baby dies because the baby pretty much got fried to death during all this radiation, and your wife has cancer the doctor says she had cancer pretty much in every organ in her body. She didn't have a whole lot of time to live. So they pretty much kill her when they take her consciousness and move it into this robot. So the family that's here, it's a mother, father, a son, and a little girl. So she works. I caught this very on that she was trying to take the place of the mom, because she was saying, putting little things into the daughter's ear. Oh, your mom's, she's busy, but you can, rehearse for me your little dance moves and things. So she slowly got the members of the family to think that the mom was crazy, that she was imagining things, trying to take the role of the mother. It's scary because we are not that far away from this kind of stuff happening. It's fiction and all that, sci-fi, but it's like that. The scary part is this could happen, right? Maybe not the whole consciousness into the robot thing, but the AI stuff is getting wild. Like, I could see a picture online and not even know it's AI now. That's how bad it is. So, what I do like about the going back, learning about the woman who was Cassandra before she was transferred into this robot, is we get to see the human side of her, right? She did turn into a monster, it seems, when she was in this robot. It's like she wasn't really sympathetic didn't really have any feelings. It was all about what she wanted. You know, she was willing to kill to get what she wanted. This one scene that broke my heart. The little girl, she had told the little girl to get the gun from up under the bed to show for like show and tell, right? And that's not the part that hurt me. The part basically I'm leading up to that, none of the kids, none of the parents wanted to deal with the child because they were like, yeah, she's a little girl with the gun, right? And it doesn't help that she's black or biracial, but physically she looks, more black. So they arranged this play date, to make her feel better. And this is the part that messed me up. They're playing hide and seek, and the little girl gets in the oven, and I'm like, oh, I already know where this is going. And why would you get in the oven? So, of course, in true Cassandra fashion, like to sabotage everything and make the mom look like she's crazy, she locks the little girl in the oven, and the mom can't get her out, and the little girl ends up getting second-degree burns. Like, we saw her skin, like, swelling up and, like, melting a little bit. And so the mom ends up in a psychiatric ward. I think that was the incident that because Cassandra was doing all this little stuff because she was trying to push her out as the mom. But she breaks out of the the asylum, but while she was in there, we get a lot more backstory from Cassandra about her husband cheating on her, fathered a baby with her so-called friend, how she had not only a stillborn child due to the radiation, but she did have another child, but that child had a physical deformity, and they kept the kid locked up in the house. And her husband's idea, basically saying, hey, the kid's gonna, this was a 65, so that happened a lot back then. I used to work with people that had physical disabilities, mental disabilities, and a lot of times, they just got dropped off places, or people kept them in the back room their whole life. So when he decided to leave, he promised Cassandra, and by this time she was in a robot, that he would take their daughter too, but he didn't. And so they ended up getting into this car crash. The mistress survived and her baby, but Cassandra's son and husband didn't. So the little girl ended up starving to death, because we see her corpse there present day when the wife, the mother, finds all this out. And I wanted to know, this is what I was expecting while watching this. I was actually expecting the man's mistress, Cassandra's husband, the woman he got pregnant. I was wanting to see her and her child in present day, right? Like, I wanted to see, well, the baby can't say anything because she didn't know, but I really wanted to see the mistress's, like, side on what all happened. You do feel bad for Cassandra for what she went through. Excuse the lighting, you guys. It's all blue. Why does it look blue? Jeez. Probably got to get my ring light again. You do feel sorry for Cassandra because, she's his wife. Husband's cheating on her. Also, her son, they hinted to the fact that he was gay, but this was in the 70s. It was not a thing to be out and open. So he forced his son to play soccer. His son really wanted to do figure skating, And so with the present family, the son is gay in his family too. So I think Cassandra was really... Cassandra the robot was really looking at this family like, this is my family, the similarities, the son who's gay. Also, I want to get into that because we got, subplots and stuff going on. So with the son, he meets this boy at school that he likes. The boy likes him back, but he's pretty much on the down low and not wanting people to know that he's gay and that he's with him. And the part that totally just pissed me off was when they were kissing in a locker room and another boy walked in and he slapped him. Talking about some, oh my God, he came on to me, and then had the nerve to come not the next day, but later on that day to apologize. Like, I felt like the son should have broke it off. Like, I'm sorry. If you can't love me in public and you want to be a little secret and just sneak around and you going to put your hands on me because you don't want people to know that you're gay, he should have left him alone. Like, that should have been the end of that. That's my opinion. But yeah, this was really good. And there's some people that don't like foreign stuff because they don't like to do the subtitles. They don't like the dubbed because, when you do dubbed, you're listening in English, but the mouth isn't matching because, they're using different letters and speaking different language. I highly suggest, man, there are some really good gems out there that are in other countries. That's one thing I do like about Netflix. Even though all streaming services have foreign film and TV shows, but I think Netflix does a really good job of pushing them into the forefront, because when I hit the Netflix app, Cassandra popped up, I read it, and I was like, okay, this seems interesting, and I ended up watching the whole thing, all 6 episodes back to back to back. So let me know what you think about it. I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you've seen it. So let me know what you think about this series. I loved it. And do you feel like there were some plot holes? Do you feel like we should know about the mistress present day and her child? I don't know if we don't need a sequel. It says limited series, so hopefully this stays as a mini series and that's it. But let me know what you think, all right? Shout out to my 131 subscribers. Shout out to the rest of you as well who are not subscribed, but you can by hitting that button for me. Peace and blessings to you all. Until next time.